Tarbiyah is not that you just nurture your children and bring them up. And once in a while you say to them that, beta, this is wrong and this is right. And just send them to the madrasa and leave the tarbiyah and the talim to the madrasa. No. Talim and tarbiyah is not the responsibility of the madrasa. So by giving admission to your child in a Muslim school or a madrasa, you are not absolved of your responsibility. I am not saying that madrasa has no responsibility. If the madrasa, if the principal of the madrasa, if the teachers of the madrasa do not fulfill their responsibilities, Allah will question them on the day of Qiyamah. But that doesn't mean that you will get away by saying, oh Allah, I handed my child to the madrasa, ask them, not me. Allah will question the madrasa and you also. That how much did you check what the madrasa was doing? Because talim and tarbiyah is your responsibility. So talim and tarbiyah of every child is the responsibility of the father and then the mother also. And if it is our responsibility, then we need to learn how to give talim and how to do tarbiyah. Before talim and tarbiyah was automatic. Everything other than talim and tarbiyah before was manual, now it's automatic. But talim and tarbiyah before it was automatic, now it's manual. Every person has to exert effort. My father was very, very particular in regard to talim and tarbiyah. And I have acquired a lot from my father's talim and tarbiyah during my childhood. You know how I get the courage to talk so much? When I was in Bhoria, when I was very young, then during the mango season, we friends used to throw stones at the mango tree to get the mango. It was permissible. Parents allowed everything, so we used to throw stones. Big trees. So when I was studying at Darul Uloom Bari, I may have become a half Maulvi. So my father one day, he sat me down. And he said to me, that do you remember your childhood in Bhoria during mango season? So I said, yes, I remember. So he said, what do you remember? I said, we used to throw stones to get the mango. So my father said that, did the mango drop at every stone? I said, no. At the first stone? I said, no. He said, we had to throw many stones before the mango came. So he said, did you ever lose hope? I said, no. We kept on throwing stones. So he said, when you become a Mawlana, and when Allah puts you on the mimbar, keep throwing the stones, never become hopeless. Sooner or later, Allah will hit the hearts. And he, in my young days, when I was only 15 years old, he would teach me tasawwuf also, in his own style. The very first time I led Tarawih at Masjid-e-Noor, the madrasa of Masjid-e-Noor, not Masjid-e-Noor, the madrasa of Masjid, the young boys, 5 of us. No mistake first day, no mistake second day, no mistake in the first ashara, no mistake in the second ashara. And when you are young, these things are very important to you. Very important. When you grow up, you understand that these are not important things. So, yesterday I led the last 4 rakats, even if somebody had to, no problem. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. People make mistakes. But when you are young, you want to break that record that I performed Tarawih without a single mistake. And then my father, he would not go to perform Salat in the masjid where he was the Imam. He would come every day at Isha to the madrasa property to listen to my Tarawih. He was very fond of his children progressing in deen. Every day he came to listen to my Tarawih. So in the last ashara, around the 25th, 26th, I made a mistake in Tarawih. And when I made a mistake, I thought that my father is going to tell me off today. There are only quarter Jews and you could not done any mistake. So we left the masjid after Isha Salat together. And we were walking down Berner Street, opposite Masjid-e-Noor, and there was only me and my father. And when he saw that there was nobody there, he stopped and he looked at me. And he said that you made a mistake today and I am very, very happy. He said, you made a mistake today and I am very, very happy. And then he said, you know why I am happy? He said, until today you did not make a mistake, and last a few days I was worried about you. That if my son does not make a mistake during the Taraweeh, he will become proud of himself. And this will be very detrimental for him. So I hope he makes a mistake. So pride and riya does not enter his heart. Ujb does not enter his heart. Now at the age of 15, I did not understand what is pride and what is ujb and what is kibr. But when we say something to our children, it enters their heart and mind, and what they have been taught when they grow up, they understand. So ujb is very, very dangerous. Kibr is very, very dangerous. At that time, I did not understand what these things were. But he had put this in my mind. So when I understood what ujb was, what kibr was, then I made a point of trying to keep myself away from it. This is Tarbiyah. Tarbiyah is not scolding and hitting and punishing. No. Tarbiyah of the mind. You force your child to perform salat. This is not Tarbiyah. Tarbiyah is that you motivate your child to believe that salat is compulsory, and if I don't perform salah, I will have to answer on the day of Qiyamah. And if you have problem in doing tarbiyah of your children, then you should turn to experienced ulama, experienced mashayikh, experienced da'is who knows how to handle, so that they will give you tips and they will advise you on your issues. Don't just try to handle it yourself, because sometimes the reaction could be very, very dangerous. Love, respect and recognition is a natural need for every human. So if parents don't take out time for their children and don't give them love, don't give them respect and don't recognize them, don't give them recognition for the good they have, then they will go outside. This is where the gang culture stems from. For recognition he goes outside. For love he will find a girlfriend. For respect he will become the leader of the gang. If you give your children love, respect and recognition at home, then the child doesn't need to go outside. But parents have no time. Parents have no time. Religious families also, ulama and the du'at, da'is and ulama, please, I'm urging all of you, worry about the ummah, but at the same time worry about your children also. Are children not part of the ummah? Worry about the ummah in such a way that you include your children and wife also in that ummah. The ulama also. For example, me working here and you say, oh, he's a very hard-working person. But what I have to ask myself is that, am I not neglecting my family as far as deen is concerned? And nurturing children does not mean that they remain obedient to us. Oh, bahut achhe hain mere bacche, mashallah. Why? Because they obey you. Are they performing salat? As far as faraid, wajibat are concerned, what is their condition? So people feel that no, because my children are obeying me and they do what I tell them to do, they are very nice children. So because they obey you, they are very nice children, and at the same time they are disobeying the Creator. How can they be nice children? So make some kind of arrangement at home where on a weekly basis you are able to sit down together, sometimes in small matters. No, certain matters are very, very delicate. Certain matters very, very important. There you discuss with the appropriate people. You discuss that matter with your brother, with your wife, with your parents, whatever, not with children. But certain things. So get the children together. This weekend we are going to go outside. Shall we go to the safari park or zoo? Beta, what is your opinion? Beta, what is your opinion? Because as far as we are concerned, whether we go to safari park or zoo, it's not going to make any difference to us. Give them importance. So give children importance right from their childhood. And if you give them importance, keeping them within their limits, then inshallah they will feel honored. Don't remain a dictator. Become a father. When you go in the house, they should come running towards you. My husband has come, your father has come, go to the door, my dad, Abba. When they are very, very young, they do that. They come running to us. At that time, we have no interest in them. We say to the wife, take him away, I'm tired. And because we don't give these children, when they grow up at 12, 13, then we want the children to come near us, but they have no interest in us. No interest. He's having a nice cup of tea in the kitchen, and as far as he hears that my dad is entering the house, he's gone in the bedroom with his mug. He doesn't want to see the father. They can't see eye to eye. What type of relationship is this? So love, respect and honor. Take out time, take them out in the park, take them for a picnic. If you give them all these things, they won't need to go with other people. May Allah give us all the tawfiq.